Just when it looked like 50 Cent had moved on to his next internet target, he did what he always does best. He stirred the pot again. This time, it wasn't a long rant or a press interview. It was a calculated jab that quickly turned into something bigger. What started as online trolling escalated into a full-blown diss, pulling old tensions back into the spotlight and forcing people to ask a familiar question. Is this just classic 50 Cent entertainment, or is there something more serious behind it? Because this isn't the first time 50 has used jokes, pressure, and timing to control a narrative, and depending on how this plays out, it could either end quietly or turn into something much louder. So what exactly did 50 Cent say? Why did it hit a nerve, and how did this situation spiral so fast? Let's break it down. The situation didn't start with a diss record. It started the way a lot of modern rap conflicts do, online. Over the past weeks, 50 Cent had been taking subtle and not so subtle shots, mixing jokes, sarcasm, and public commentary in a way that felt familiar to anyone who's followed his career. At the center of it was a pattern: posts, captions, and reactions that looked casual on the surface, but clearly weren't random. Some of the comments referenced money, relevance, and status, themes that have always been pressure points in hip-hop, especially when they're delivered publicly. What made this different is that 50 didn't escalate musically first. Instead, he let the internet do the work. Screenshots circulated, fans picked sides, and the tension built without a single bar being recorded. That silence was part of the strategy, because in 50 Cent's playbook, the diss doesn't always come first. Sometimes the goal is to provoke a response, to force the other side to step into the spotlight on his terms, and eventually, that's exactly what happened.
This work.
Let me say this, look.
How'd it go?
I was there. I'm in your horse and carriage video. I'm in the pool.
What? Oh, you know what? You told me this.
Your horse and carriage video.
You told me this before.
I was in the pool in the horse and carriage.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if you look like we're on, everybody's there.
Right.
Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. That's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked, and I knew, I just took the shot, murder, to see, because I wasn't sure he was going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam.
Them niggas be on my dick, right? Got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them niggas, like, you heard? Both of them. Pause, though, get off my... There's only space on here for baby girl, man. Shit, come on, man. Talking on my shit like that.
Yeah, you never clear shit up, and we never hear your side of the story. Kim's like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with
That
me.
nigga ain't think nothing. He could put nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing, nigga. Like, let's not get this shit twisted. Like, nobody could tell me nothing, nigga. I was my own boss. I did what I did as a fucking soldier, because I was a soldier, nigga. You heard? I had the soldiers, nigga. Nigga didn't tell me nothing. You heard? I did what I wanted to do. I seen the shit wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones. Because the nigga that was supposed to be the Don wasn't taking care of the Capo.
When the response finally came, it didn't come as another tweet or caption. It came as a diss, and that choice alone changed the entire tone of the situation. In hip-hop, responding with music is different from responding online. A diss record signals intent. It says the issue isn't just about jokes or internet moments anymore, but about respect, reputation, and legacy. That's why this move stood out. It turned what looked like trolling into something the culture takes seriously. What made it hit harder is who it was aimed at. 50 Cent isn't just another rapper who talks online. He's known for dragging conflicts out, controlling narratives, and letting pressure build before ever responding directly. Choosing to diss him musically is a risk, because it invites a response that rarely stays contained. This is where the dynamic shifts. The situation stops being about who said what online and starts becoming about who's willing to stand on bars instead of captions. And once that line is crossed, history shows it usually doesn't end quietly. If this situation feels familiar, that's because it is. This is classic 50 Cent strategy, almost step for step. He rarely rushes into music first. Instead, he applies pressure publicly, jokes, memes, side comments, just enough to stay in the conversation without fully committing. It keeps his name trending while forcing the other side to react. By the time a diss finally drops, the narrative is already tilted in his favor. What makes this approach effective is patience. 50 doesn't need to win immediately. He lets fans argue, clips circulate, and speculation grow. Silence becomes part of the message. And historically, when he does respond, it's calculated, not emotional. That's why many people are watching closely right now, not because 50 has already answered, but because he hasn't. In hip-hop, silence from someone known for relentless responses can be louder than a diss itself. And that leaves the situation in an uncomfortable place, because everyone knows what usually comes next. The question is whether 50 decides this moment is worth it.
You are not a threat. Fuck 'em. It's money in the bank, you should've stopped the bet. Stop it up. Been left the game, but I still got connects. My young boys carry guns that can stop a jet. Flew birds through the coop, but I still got the set. Fuck about the ass, we will whip your head. You're saying streets like them shits is dead. I got in the streets that's moving bricks of bread. I got homies getting snatched and natives hit the feds. I'm from New York where that money talk. Niggas post bail and they don't come in fucking court, nigga. My YNs is doing quarter zips. It's nothing but a 7. When I was young, I was doing quarter bricks. For the gram, we was taking rich quarter flips. Pineapples on the head, 3 in the quarter whips. Nasty. That's when Duke had the beamer and I had the LG. I'm rocking beef and boxes, my side dish, so I had to match. Squatting in the building, I'm squatting on some millions. These niggas watching my moves, I got them in their shit. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me what it is.
Right now, the situation sits at a crossroads. There's enough tension to keep it alive, but not enough clarity to know which direction it's going to take. If 50 Cent chooses to respond musically, the story instantly gets bigger. His history shows that when he decides to engage, he doesn't just reply, he escalates. That's when past issues get resurfaced, narratives get rewritten, and the spotlight gets much harsher. But there's also another possibility. 50 could let this moment burn out on its own. No diss, no direct response. Just enough online activity to remind everyone he's watching. That approach can be just as effective, especially when the other side has already played their biggest card. This is why timing matters. In rap, responding too fast can look emotional. Waiting too long can make the moment fade. The next move, or lack of one, will tell people how seriously this was taken behind the scenes. And until that happens, the uncertainty keeps the conversation alive. At its core, this situation isn't just about a diss, it's about strategy, ego, and control. 3 things that have shaped 50 Cent's career for decades. Whether this turns into a back and forth or quietly fades out depends on one decision that hasn't been made yet. Responding could escalate everything. Staying silent could let the pressure do the work. Either way, this wasn't random, and in hip-hop, moves like this rarely are. Now it's only a matter of time before we see where this really goes.